Hi, everyone. Hey, welcome to an Alien Talk. Let's turn this music down a little bit. So let's see. All right, so that way we'll just have it slightly on the background, so we can hear ourselves and everything. So I'm actually really excited because this is my nerdy topic that we're going to be talking about, and we're going to rock out today. Okay, let's see. We got Mike Carhol. Oh, wow. I haven't seen you in ages. Welcome. We got Tammy. Oh my God, Tammy. She won one of our raffles. So just wanted to make sure that you guys stick around all the way to the end. I got my basket. We're gonna do a raffle. We'll do little hearts and everything at the end, and you guys get to win some pretty amazing merch, Xanamayx and Hazmat merch. Let's see, we got sweet and sour. Kat is here. Oh my God, Kat, you know what? You're more than welcome to jump on a panel. I'll drop the StreamYard link later on because it's all open panel, and we're just gonna have fun. Have fun over here. All right, so I do. So first things first, Atomic is one of my favorites. Atomic Cafe Bar in Las Vegas. And they used to watch at the very top of the roof, they used to watch nuclear weapons testing. So that was back in the 60s. So that's really interesting because they have like a little museum and it's all nerd out with nuclear weapons. And so this is my shirt today. And regards are Keep Looking Up, provided by Star Talk. Neil deGrasse is phenomenal, so go check out his channel. And he's an amazing astrophysicist. And so we got amazing stuff going on for you today. Bernadette. Let's see, Jules. So happy to see Nerd Report troopers in the house and showing the love and support. Speaking of Nerd Report troopers, we have a special guest in the back. And it's Jules. She's a mod and she's a co-host with Lewis from Nerd Report. And everybody applause for Jules. Yay! Jules!
What are you doing? You're looking good.
Thank you. You look great. I love the red on you. And the puppy look. I got a Hazzy too.
Yeah, but see, Frankie doesn't behave like yours does.
Oh, Frankie! Frankie, say hi to Hazzy.
Look at it. No, see, look, Frankie, look at Hazzy. Look,
it's Frankie. Where's Frankie? Look. Oh, that's so cute. So little ladies with their pups.
Yeah.
All right. So Justice Jane, welcome. All right. So we're gonna talk aliens. Let's see. Let me turn this music down just a little bit. Okay, so aliens, because in a couple days ago, right, we had the congressional hearing where, what is this guy's name? Wait, I have it written down.
Ghosh or Gesh or
whatever. David Grush. He's I believe he's naval pilot, right?
I do believe.
Okay, so and then he was giving evidence to the congressional hearing on UFOs on Capitol Hill. and he said that he once witnessed something that he called very disturbing. Right? It could be he didn't particularly say that he witnessed something disturbing and like actually there, or maybe I think he did it like through evidence or pictures or something disturbing. I was like, okay. So he's one of the three witnesses that held a historic hearing, and basically they're saying that hey, it's becoming problematic because there are about 5% only been reported of sightings, right? So that means 95% that goes unreported. And he wanted to emphasize the fact that it's causing a lot of the training issues for the pilots. And he just wanted to bring awareness. But you know what? We're here not to talk about the congressional hearing because everybody else is talking about it. So we're here to have fun and talk about aliens and do some hypothetical stories and tell some dead jokes, right?
No old lady jokes.
No old lady jokes. And if any trolls roll in, let's see, I don't have my mods in yet, but I'll keep an eye on here because the chat is pretty slow right now. And so it's gonna be nobody disrespects my panelists and no old people jokes. We're just gonna do dead jokes and alien jokes and hypothetical stuff. Yes, see, aliens.
Who's your favorite movie alien? My
favorite movie
alien.
Yeah,
who's your favorite alien that was in a movie?
Well, obviously it's E.T., but it's everybody's favorite, right? Because it's so cute and she's like, E.T., phone home.
It was heartwarming, right?
Oh, yes. Actually, have you seen the movie Earth Girls Like to Have Fun?
No.
It's the 80s movie, and it's with Jeff Goldblum when he was really sexy back in the day. And then so there are cats, right? They're alien cats, and then they go into like to the earth, and they're like, oh, ladies. So all these ladies like, oh, you need a makeover. So they like shave them and everything. They come out of the shower, and they're like, I'm Jeff Goldblum. You never seen it? It's really
what
nice.
is the name of it again?
Okay, Earth Girls Like to Have Fun.
Earth Girls.
Let's see if I can find a clip. And it's so funny.
And here it is on Wikipedia.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna assume it's a comedy.
Yeah. Okay. It is a comedy. It's really good. I hope I'm not. I think. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Bernadette in the chat is saying Earth Girls are easy.
Oh, there you go. Earth Girls are easy.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. Okay, so the scene. All right.
Oh,
so
yeah,
there's a trailer. We can play a trailer, right? We're not gonna get strike for that one.
You know what? I honestly do not know.
I don't think so. Let's see. We're gonna play a trailer. Share. There you go. Oh, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Of course.
She's a girl from Southern California.
Of course it's going to be loading slow.
Right and finding Mr. Wrong.
Okay, hold on a second. Let that little glitches go away. Let's see. So yeah, that was one of my favorite movies. I think that was the first movie I saw like in actually English language.
Oh, yeah, really?
Jeff Goldblum was hot in that. I used to have a crush on Jeff Goldblum.
Nah.
No, who did you have a crush on back in the day?
Oh, back in the day, there's so many. Go way back. I like Humphrey Bogart.
Ooh, okay.
There was he was not nice looking, but there was just something about him,
Uh-huh.
that I found appealing, and I loved all of his movies, obviously. But let's get more recent, like in the 70s or so. Gosh, that's really hard. I liked what's his face. I can't remember his name now. The guy from Starsky and Hutch. I liked
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Oh, and David McCallum from Man from Uncle. I had a crush on him too. Yeah.
Okay, let's try to play this. Let's see
I
if you can
love
hear the
crazy.
So you brought a girl home to have sex?
Well, you weren't supposed to be here, Val.
Oh, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. My screen for some reason's freezing up. So, anyways, hey aliens. Okay, so last night you guys brought up a really good topic about talking European aliens, right? Or European sites that nobody really talked about. So I started digging into a little bit. I was like, okay. Oh, by the way, Paige has a crush on Jules.
Yes, she does. And it's mutual.
So
It's mutual.
nice. So I start just kind of digging in because I heard stories here and there, and we have in Russia they have Ural Mountains, which is the most alien activity, and I found some stuff like the Tunguska event. Have you ever heard of 1908 Tunguska
No.
event?
No.
Okay, so it's considered to have been explosion of a meteor, though some regard it as explosion of a UFO because the meteor was never found on site. And it was, let's see, I'm gonna open this tab. I'm gonna read it for you. Okay, so share screen. Okay, so Tunguska event, right? Basically, it was a bright flash, almost like a nuclear weapon went off, right? But it was 1908, and it was a bright flash. Everything in the middle incinerated, and all the trees got flattened, just like in this picture. I know it's a pretty bad picture, and they don't know what it caused it, right? They say that it's an asteroid. So this is what it looks like right now. The trees are still don't grow in there. There's not much of radioactivity going on, but there's the archaeologists that try to look for any traces of meteorite, but it's just never there. So
That's
the
interesting.
other theory is that asteroid bounced back into space.
Oh, come on now.
Right? But since there is 1908 and it was Tesla. So since it was 1908, not a lot of people back then reported. They just saw what they did and they try to forget and move on with their lives, right? So, and let's see. Yeah, so this is it. This is what it looks like now. And actually, you can look, I try to look on Google Earth, and there's some overgrowth in the middle of it, but it's still, it's pretty interesting. But
So
this
it's
is,
like this since 1908?
yeah.
Wow.
So at the beginning, you see at the very top, all the trees are flattened. That's right after the big circle. So it's kind of like a crop circle in a way with trees.
Wow. That's so freaking interesting.
Right. So, and I started like digging in more and more into things that are happening around like Soviet times.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There's another one I found, and I'm totally nerding out with this one. Okay. Let's see. And another one I found. I went into Times archives, New York Times archives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then I found Soviet sky puzzle, Jellyfish of Light. And that was in 1977. Oh, by the way, check out the fashion in 1977. So this is this is the archive from New York Times.
Wait, that was the fashion in Russia?
No, in America. This is New York Times.
That stuff looks kind of old. I don't remember that being in 77. I've been around long enough.
So it was September 23rd, 1977.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so the Soviet sky puzzle, Jellyfish of Light, Moscow, September 22nd. Soviet scientists are baffled by huge mass of light that flared Tuesday on the skies of Petrozavodsk in Soviet Karelia and hovered over the city in form of jellyfish, sending down a multitude of fine beams. TASS reported today the phenomenon occurred about 4 a.m., 130 miles from Soviet-Finnish border. TASS said, adding, the impression was of torrential rain of light. Sometime later, the glow ended. The jellyfish became a bright semicircle and resumed its movement in the direction of Lake Onega. The agency said gray clouds then appeared with semicircular aperture, bright red, in the center and lasted 10 to 12 minutes. This reminds me of the Dragon flights, this SpaceX flights, like when they take off the trajectory and then they expand. So some pictures I saw, it was like, it looked like a jellyfish, but it was a drawn pictures. So just a jellyfish at the top.
Well, I have to say, in 77, yes, I was alive and kicking. I don't remember that. However, look at the size of that article. Granted, we did not have social media in 77, but I could tell you that just did not make the news. And look at the size of that article. It's like small and it's buried. It's not even on the front page. So I could see how, and kudos to you for finding that.
Thank you. I'm a nerd. I like to look into like the old newspapers and everything. So spooky. Okay, Brendan is here, and I think I saw Nikki here too. Yes, Nick is here.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay, so Nikki, can you get rid of a keeper? Thank you. That's a troll. We got trolls. Thank you, Nikki. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Trolls are always coming. Thank you. Yeah, so I found some other ones in New York Times. I spent a couple hours just kind of like going around and seeing like what's going on and stuff, right? Okay, let's see. It's a Voronezh UFO incident in 1989. I'm gonna pull this one up really fast too. Before I do that, I had AI generated some dad jokes, so we're gonna have some dad jokes. Last time we did a dad joke stream, but it was a Halloween last year, so I have this every year. I have the Halloween stream. It's Xana's front porch Halloween stream. So every time the trick-or-treaters come over and, if anybody wants to be on camera in a mask or in costumes, we like get to rate their costumes. And we tell a whole bunch of dad jokes and everything too. So
I was just going to grab it. Thank you.
All right. So one of the dad jokes that AI generated is, why did astronaut break up with his girlfriend?
Wait.
She needed space.
Oh.
Or how do you organize a space party? You planets.
I really suck at jokes.
I know.
He only knows dirty dad jokes.
Well, it was. I don't know. Just like I like to play around with AI sometimes. and I wanted to see. We did an AI stream too. It was kind of interesting, and I wanted to see like what it does. Like, would it write me some awesome dad jokes? And it said, "What's an astronaut favorite candy?" Marshmallows.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm
This-
never gonna answer any of these.
Okay, so this one, oh no, where did it go? Anyway, so see, New York Times. Have you ever like done a search archives, New York Times archives?
No.
It's pretty interesting. Just to see what they were talking about, just to I don't know.
Did
just
you have
kinda-
to pay to access it?
Yeah, I am subscribed to New York Times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but they have like I think they have a 1 week free that you can do. And let's see, where did this one go? All right, anyways. So Voronezh UFO incident is why did it pull up? We're just gonna do this. Okay, so the way you look it up in New York Times, you go to search archive, right?
Mhm.
And then type it in any type of archive or anything, or you put like Soviet UFO sightings, and it gives you different incidents or different verbiage that they can find. Okay, there you go. Voronezh visitors. Let's see. Remove this one. You know what? I'm getting used to this. StreamYard. It's pretty awesome. I love your paw. They're so cute. All right, so Voronezh visitors. Let's see what New York Times wrote. The Soviet press agency has reported the landing of extraterrestrial vehicle in Russian city of Voronezh. The creatures who emerged were 9 feet tall with little knobby heads and 3 eyes. They had small robot in tow and went for a short promenade about the park. While some Americans have harbored reservations about task reports in past years, this one they can embrace with more enthusiasm. The United States has its own share of UFO watchers, but the extraterrestrials they describe have been decidedly uncouth. The aliens who visit America tend to kidnap their host, in some cases easing from memory many salient details and often otherwise unforgettable experience. Voronezh visitors, in welcome contrast, were peaceable. They didn't interfere in current political arrangements. They didn't lecture to find like fault with local mores. They can overlook their failures to seek an introduction to the mayor, behave in perfectly normal manner for sightseers on strange planets. They just walked around the park, leaving behind 2 pieces of deep red rock of a kind that, according to geologists quoted by TASS, cannot be found on Earth. There are any number of solemn explanations for TASS' remarkable report. Some argue that the long suppression of religion in the Soviet Union has given Russians a particular fondness in the supernatural. Others suggest that Soviet reports and editors have only recently begun to develop a skeptical armor that Western journalists acquire after being fooled a few dozen times. Right? Yeah. So this was the article. It was pretty interesting. It's like, hey, let me land the spaceship in the park. Let me come out, bring my little robot. I'm just gonna walk around like normal, like nothing happened. Like, woo.
Yeah, that is quite interesting, and apparently no one took it serious. Did you when you were doing the New York Times search, did you happen to come across any, say, from mid to late 60s?
In Soviet times or
you were just doing Soviet.
I just did a Soviet times.
Okay.
Hey, Laugh at Live, welcome. Okay, so Brandon said I have jokes I can't tell on YouTube.
No, he can't.
All right, so check this out, guys. We have it's an open panel, and we're just discussing a whole bunch of aliens, and we're gonna go and start talking start talking about like what do you think their culture is? Why do you think they don't talk to us? And everything. So, Jules, why do you think they don't talk to us?
Well, maybe they don't understand our language.
Okay. So, you want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
So my theory is, like an ant colony, right? You look at the ant colonies, they're fascinating. They're building all these little houses. They look like they're working in unison. And to us, it's like so fascinating just to keep watching them. But I cannot communicate with ants. Like, right, we can't talk to them. We can just like poke them with a stick and they're like, oh no, just go around and everything. So I think to aliens, we are like the ant colony. We're so undeveloped because
That's a great analogy. My
thank
God.
you. So we're so undeveloped, so they don't know how to talk to us. And if they have this technology that the government's saying like, oh, this is just unidentified object right now, and if they have this kind of technology, that means that our technology is way far below that what they are. And
Exactly.
the language capability, maybe they're already been trying to talk to us. Maybe they're already trying to communicate with us, but we're not hearing it because we don't understand it.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, you brought up really great points. Maybe they have tried, or maybe they see what's. I was just going to say that, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have seen what we do to each other and are like, yeah, no. Or they see how quick, because I really do believe that they have been here for centuries, okay? And maybe they see how self-destructive we are with each other, and if they expose themselves, what's the first thing somebody's going to want to do? Oh, let's, blow them up with a nuclear missile, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what form they're in. It's interesting that they said in that hearing that they found biological whatever.
Welcome, Brandon.
Hi. No, yeah, I think they've probably made contact with us in this planet.
Yeah, they probably tried. Well, so Jules, go ahead and finish your thoughts.
I forgot what I was saying.
Biological and
In the hearing the other day,
Mhm.
when they brought that up, that biologicals, non-human biologicals, that was interesting. And so non-human, I'm assuming means us, but biological, what
Mhm.
form are they in?
I say it's rats. They're not human. But
Rats, and they tested them. Wouldn't they know?
I guess, well, he keeps saying that, hey, I can tell you behind the closed door, so they just try to release it.
Yeah, Grusher, what's his name? What was his name? Grusher? Or
Grosher. Grush. David Grush.
Yes.
Grush, and then
he
there
was
was
like, yeah, I can tell you behind. I mean,
Fravor,
I understand certain things are circumstantial and private,
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing, though. They testified under oath, which means they have to tell the truth. And when they were asked specific questions, they said, I can't answer here under these circumstances, but I can do it I'll be more than happy to testify at a certain security level behind closed doors. Because let's face it, Congress doesn't have that kind of security clearance, like not all of them. So they're not trying to hide anything. It's just that for security purposes and legal purposes, there are just some things that they can't talk about. But some of the things that they said was like really enlightening, and the biological, non-human biologicals just threw me for a loop.
So we have Michael Nothing.
Oh yeah, he's a good friend.
Okay, okay, all right. Because sometimes I get trolls coming in that I don't know. I'm like,
Michael, I vouch
All right.
for him.
Okay, hi Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Do
Hello,
you have
how
a
are
theory?
you? A theory about
Why they don't talk to us?
the aliens?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. My theory might be a fringe conspiracy-like type of theory, so I don't know if you want to hear
Say
it.
it. Say it. Go ahead. Hey, it's a free panel.
I think it's a big stretch. Actually, I'll admit it's a big stretch, but I'd like to think about all angles. So I was thinking that. Well, I have a few thoughts, but one thought that I had about David Grush before I move on to that is David Grush. Past whistleblowers all are either imprisoned or they are like exiled to other countries. So you've got like, was it Julian Assange, who's in prison, and you've got what's his name that's living in Russia, Snowden.
Oh yeah,
right?
Snowden.
And I was researching it actually earlier today, a ton of like, past whistleblowers and such. And I mean, there's a lot, you can look it up, but a lot of them have this in common. So why is this David Grush allowed to actually like whistleblow in front of Congress? He hasn't been silenced, or nothing's happened to him. Although he said that there have been things. I know I'm trying to be careful about because I don't know what you can say. I'm not a YouTuber, so I don't know.
Is it because he's in the military?
But I don't know. Like, I was just thinking that, like, what if what he's saying, like, if the government didn't want us to know, then we probably wouldn't know. That's happened in the past. But now with technology and how good it's getting for the common average person, it's only a matter of time until people figure it out. So if the government didn't say anything, nobody in government said anything, and just like people amassed enough proof and evidence on their own, then it would create a massive distrust once it's found out that the government knew all along and said nothing. So now they have this narrative where they can say, oh, well,
I told you so.
Not all people in government are bad, because I'm here telling you this, and other people support me saying this too. It's some people that are bad. So it's a way for them to preempt it a little bit and still have some control, over the people.
I have a little theory, okay, so I have to be here devil's advocate as well, right?
Of course, yeah.
So I want to believe there's something out there, and then the fact that we have Webb telescope sending us a picture of all of these different universes that was like a million light years away, right? So, and I want to believe that obviously we're not the only ones. But what if this whistleblower, I want to say, he kind of reminds me of a Stormy Daniels' lawyer.
Okay, I understand. Yes, he went to,
so
yeah, he got.
So what if there's something actually more going on that they just kind of want to divert it, right? They're like, oh, look, all the conspiracy theories, look at what's going on right now, aliens, and then just kind of try to divert it from something else is bigger happening. So
I 100% agree. I don't know if we'll ever know, or maybe 30 years when it's declassified or something, we'll know, but I do think that there's definitely more going on. And I also want to say that I'm like, big super nerd, Star Trek, Star Wars. I loved X-Files, David Duchovny, and that had a little bit of like a, little male crush, on David Duchovny, because he was just so cool the way that he'd investigate that stuff. I definitely believe that there's something out there. And I definitely actually personally believe, in my personal opinion, I think our government has had contact, or at least maybe not necessarily direct contact, but there is the knowledge vehicles, vehicles anywhere. You can go and buy a brand new vehicle off of a car lot and drive it 50 kilometers. I'm in Canada, so everything's metric, but 50 miles down the street, and it could break down, and you just don't know. It's brand new. It shouldn't break down, but like this thing happens. Nothing's 100%, right? So I believe that is a possibility. I believe they all have that. I don't know. I'm not 100% swallowing the pill that David Grush is coming out and saying, like, I have this information, which is probably true. Maybe he believes it. Maybe he's been led to believe that based on the kind of person that he is. But I don't think we would be hearing about this unless those high-level people wanted us to hear about it in some way. It's part of the plan, in my opinion. But, take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I agree. Brendan, what are your thoughts?
Everything's possible, I think. I mean, it's a big world and we all have a choice to be around or not. And even one of the people that he was talking, Michael was talking about Star Trek. One of the people that taught me about special effects was a Star Trek a special effects supervisor. His name was David Stipe. And if you look him up, you'll find that out. He was my professor. So, everything's possible. It's just a big world and a lot of choices, and it's cool that we're all here together.
So I do have a question. If, let's pretend like aliens do exist, right? Let's pretend like they're real. We're already confirmed it. We made a contact and everything else. So we're trying to integrate them into our society, right? If you were a tour guide, right? What would be the first site that you would take that alien to?
Maybe Utah, because those weird little things in the caverns and stuff like that too.
Okay.
Mount Vesuvius.
Oh, okay. The reason?
Because if you've never been, you need to. It's just an extraordinary sight. Although I would love to take them to Iceland. I've never been, and that's a place that I dream about going. So I would like to share a first experience with the aliens in Iceland.
Okay.
The hot springs out there?
I've never been, so I have no,
Okay, so they live among us, aka the Kardashians. So Lisa Vu said Grand Canyon. Yeah, drop in a chat. Where would you take them as a tour guide?
I personally, I would take them to Barbados.
Barbados?
That's my family is from there, and when I've been there, I'm just like it just feels like the best place on earth that I've personally been. So I would want to share that.
Mount Vesuvius popped into my head so quickly because that's where my family's at. So
okay,
yeah, we're all from like mostly Jules, Michael, and I. We're from the Gulf of Mexico area, so. Like, we do have a certain tropical vibe.
So
where would you take them in, right?
In a minute. So Kat said, no, where I'd ask for them to take me elsewhere. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah. So I would, the 7 wonders of the world, I would take them to, like Roswell, or what is the town outside, right? The in New Mexico.
That's bold, girl.
Oh no, okay, no. The reason I would do that, I'll be like, okay, tell me if that's true. Tell me, is this what everybody else look like? Is this what they do? Do they have space ice cream?
No, that's the dipping dots.
Yeah. But you see what I mean? I'll be like, tell me, was that true? I need proof.
That's bold.
Yeah, take them to Las Vegas. Bernadette said take them to Las Vegas and get them drunken videos and sell that video, right?
No. That won't happen ever.
But here's the thing, though. If they're living among us, then that means they have the same appearance of us, right?
Okay. Maybe. Well, so I would say they finally integrated themselves, and then they cannot have the same appearance, right? Let's just say they have cat ears and a pig noses, right, and a foxtail. So, and then or some, it's just hypothetical, right? Something just totally popped up in my mind. So, like, what else would you do with them? Like, where, for example, what about food? What kind of food would you let them taste first?
Pizza.
Can I ask what is tacos al pastor?
Oh yeah, what is
Tacos al pastor.
I'm probably butchering that. Sorry.
I don't
Tacos
know.
al pastor. You want to ask me?
Tacos al pastor.
Yeah, because Julie just barely had enchiladas like 3 weeks ago. Tacos al pastor are pretty much like chicken shawarma. So it's on a skewer, and you just cut it, and it's layered with pork, pineapple, and onion, and you just cut it on a skewer where it's cooked.
Well, that's
And,
definitely not kosher.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But yeah, Julie just barely had enchiladas. And
We're not
how
going
did
to
you
talk
like that?
about that. We're talking UFOs and aliens. Forget about Arizona.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just telling you what that was.
Okay.
Hey, this is a good question.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, so do you think aliens look like stereotypical look we have been taught, like this emoji?
no.
I
My
think they're
opinion-
purple. I think
You think-
aliens are purple.
No.
Yeah.
Purple, like
Ah.
purple
Yeah.
rain.
I think
down.
there might be some, but I don't know, because I think there's probably multiple races out there, So who knows? There might be one that look like that. I don't know.
Well, they certainly look like the aliens in Independence Day.
Probably
if
not, but they
if
could.
they looked like aliens, the aliens from Independence Day, I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. I could not be friends with them.
What about the aliens from Men in Black? That big like insect looking thing.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't be friends with that either.
Yeah.
I think that aliens look similar. I'm not saying that they look exactly like us, but I think they may very well be similar to us.
Okay.
Except way smarter. Like
Are they?
brain-
Yeah,
their
like super
brain-
advanced.
drive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're super advanced to where they can cosmetically change themselves?
Oh, that is very true. Lizard people,
Yeah.
right? That's what they were saying, like lizard people. There's a conspiracy theory out there where they actually like change their appearance to make it look like humans. But what if the aliens actually look like humans? What if there's no such thing as in like looking anything else? Or they just look like any other animal that we have, but they're far superior, like dolphins.
Or what if
Just
we look
dolphins
like
with
them?
thumbs.
Good point,
Oh
Mike.
yeah.
That's a great point.
And that's
But-
very Canadian of you, Michael.
What if you
I'm joking.
let me throw this out here at you guys? What if Earth is just a big, giant scientific experiment to the aliens? What if each of our races and stuff were all placed here, and let's just throw them all in and see what the hell happens? What about that?
That's yeah, I agree with
Could
that
be.
one. Because there's another theory where we all live in simulation, right? Oh my god. Actually the other day, I had this weirdest thing happen to me. So I was on my balcony. Like just enjoying the view. And so I see this girl on a bicycle. She had like green pants, like rusty orange sweatshirt, and had a black dog in her green backpack, right? And I was like, oh, that's so cute, because that's what I do with hazmat. I put him on my backpack, I go on a bike ride, and I was like, that is really cute. So it stand out to me. And about 5 minutes later, I see the same girl riding, right? But she had a brown dog in her backpack.
Well, maybe she had more than one dog.
yeah, but where did she go? She went this direction, and then she went back this
Other?
direction.
Okay, she went around the corner. Maybe she.
No,
lives
it doesn't take 5 minutes to go around a corner, even on the bike. It takes a little bit longer. And I was just like, unless it's her twin sister.
That's a simulation, right?
I was like, I think I just witnessed a simulation. I think the simulation thought that I found the brown dog more attractive than a black dog.
I have no words for
Were
that.
you on the porch having a cocktail?
Are you on the porch having a cocktail?
No, were you on the
Oh,
porch?
Of
Were
course,
you on the porch?
Of course.
Well,
Of
there you
course.
I mean, I am. If you call beer a cocktail, I don't know.
Oh, yes, you got to meet your Lila.
I think we're an experiment.
I think so too.
Have you heard about the Anunnaki?
Oh yeah, the Anunnaki, they live in Mount Shasta, right?
Well, I've heard about that as a potential theory, but the elusive ninth planet, they apparently come from there and basically genetically engineered some possibly apes or something on Earth to be more intelligent and a good slave race for them to build on the planet.
Okay.
It's very fringe conspiracy theory thing. I'm not saying I believe that.
That is
but
very different.
That's interesting.
there is a lot of stuff out there about it. I've like read into it. I personally don't believe it, but that is one of the ones that are out there, the Anunnaki. And if you look into it, you can, I'm a nerd, so I will go down any pigeonhole, whether I believe it or not.
Can we give it up all the purple hearts for all the nerds in the chat and all the nerds on the panel right here?
Somebody in the chat, you had put it up, and I don't know who it was that said it, but everybody remembers the Darwin theory, right? We're
See.
supposed to have
This one?
Yeah, there. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so I mean, look at what they wrote.
That's the Anunnaki. That's basically along the lines of that.
But the scientific world, not the religion world, but the scientific world, there are some scientists that feel that we evolved from apes.
I think we do.
I mean,
I think we do.
And so why not? Like maybe we're the aliens.
Oh, maybe we are in the future and traveling back into, or we actually occupied Mars, right? We occupied Mars because
And
we have a
destroyed
moon.
it.
Yeah, well, Moon to Mars mission right now, right? And by 2024, Moon to Mars. So they'll try to land on Moon, exercise, so that way they can go to the Mars missions. So what if it's the beginning of the end?
So
What
is Planet of the Apes our Bible?
Could be.
Well, look, if there ever was actually a planned end to our Earth, then the beginning was the beginning of the end. Like, none of us know what the end is. The beginning, literally, of it was the end because it was planned right from the beginning. So
Now
you
you're
can't
getting
really
philosophical.
think that way.
I think Charleston Heston was eye-opening.
We are the third rock from the sun. We don't know what's going on.
Great show, by the way. Great show.
That's a good show, yeah.
Yeah, but we're just surviving and figuring it out. And we were the invaders.
The avians.
What, Michael? Do you have a party going on out there, or what?
No, there's something going on in a backyard or something. I don't know. I'm sitting outside. I'm on my phone. I'm sorry. I've been trying to
Canada
mute myself
sounds
when I'm
like
not
a
talking,
party.
but Canada's all right. Yeah,
Well, I still stand by. I think we're a mass experiment.
Okay. I do. Like, I think it's one of the theories that basically, I know there's some movies kind of portrayed it where they have this sphere on the table and you have all these people standing around and looking down. What was that movie? I think wasn't it.
Are you sure it wasn't like a Twilight Zone or One Step Beyond episode?
Wasn't that
No.
in Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, where all those like things came alive and they were all around
yeah.
the circle and stuff?
Where's Lewis when we need
Have
him?
you guys seen the TV show, HBO TV show, Westworld?
No.
Oh, I saw like one or
I
two
haven't,
episodes,
but
but
I've
I
heard
didn't get
about
into it.
Okay, so Westworld is basically they have these humanoid robots, right? And then they
Mhm.
created these different worlds. And what they do is like people, rich people who can afford it, they go and role play so they can do everything that the heart desires, right? To all of these unaware robots, and then they'll just do reset and then come back in. So all of these robots, cyborgs, whatever you want to call them, they start becoming aware, like an AI. So they start becoming aware, and then they start like saying like, well, we have feelings too. We have all of these memories of every time you murder us or anything. Like we have feelings. Yeah. And so it's really interesting concept. So what if we are those robots and we live in simulation?
I mean, there's Skynet, Terminator. That's happened before with the concept. But
yeah, it could be.
I mean, that's an interesting outlook.
So Westworld, a revamp of old Yale Brenner movie. Nice. Okay, so how about let's talk about alien celebrity lookalikes. Well, besides Kardashians, they might look like aliens, right?
Well,
they
the surgery they've had done.
yeah, surgery. Very true, Jules.
Have you
Okay.
seen a new photo of like if you compare old Simon Cowell to like new Simon Cowell, like he looks like he's a robot.
The new Simon Cowell look can definitely be an alien.
Well, I looked at the picture of like pre-surgery Simon Cowell and post-surgery, and I'm just like, wow, pre-Simon Cowell looked way
Have y'all seen
better.
What's this? Elon Musk whenever he didn't have hair until now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It probably is an alien too.
Probably.
Okay, so have you guys heard of a Fermi paradox?
No.
No.
Yeah, so Fermi paradox is basically like where are the aliens at? Like why they haven't came to us, right? So the Fermi paradox is the fact that there is no other life, right? There is no other life over there, and that's why they haven't come in. So it's basically, let's see, Fermi paradox. Okay, so the apparent absence of extraterrestrial civilization despite the vastness of the universe. That's what the Fermi paradox is. So I think that's another reason why we have all the like skeptics saying like, oh yeah, there's no evidence. There hasn't been any evidence submitted, physical evidence, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that we have to? Okay, let's do this. I hate turning this conversation into this, but because of what you just said, I feel I have no choice. All right. People believe in God, right? Not everyone, but people believe in God. They believe without seeing, hearing, touching that God exists, right?
Yeah, that's what they call faith, right?
Why do we need absolute proof beyond a shadow of a doubt that we need to see, we need to hear, we need to touch that aliens exist? Can someone tell me, like, am I way off base?
No, you're not. Because a lot of the scientific minds, right? A lot of the scientists, the way they operate, they see, they need calculations, they need proof, they see the vast like numbers and everything, and then they come with a solution, right? And sometimes you get so rational, like, and then you don't tend to believe in stuff because you become very rational in a lot of things. And But then some people believe way too much of this stuff, and then they're being very irrational. So there's no, but you have to have this kind of balance in between where you can still believe, like I believe in ghosts, I believe that alien exists, and I want to believe that alien exists, right? I don't particularly believe in God, but I believe there's some kind of entity, and if somebody else believes in God, I would respect their opinion, right? So,
Right.
but
Must be a
but I also believe in science. I believe in proof, science, and everything too. So,
So why can't we believe in both?
yeah,
well, we
you
can, but
can. You
that's a
can.
personal choice.
Yeah, it
yeah,
is.
we
Because
can.
like if you look at the Bible as well and religion, and I'm not especially religious, though I would call myself agnostic. I do believe in something more, but you look at the Catholic Church, who's probably, I would say that they're the most powerful of all the other, maybe Scientology and Catholicism are probably the two most powerful of all the religions. And
Mhm.
I mean, Catholicism or Catholics, they hide a ton. You know, we don't even know how much wealth they have or how much knowledge they have, because there are like books of the Bible that have been discovered, it's gone to the Vatican and nobody's ever seen it. They've deciphered it, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? They haven't told us. So, I mean, are they any better
No,
than
but everything.
anybody
But
else?
it's listen, that I don't want to get into that, and I'm sorry for turning this there, but
No, this is good topic. This is good discussion.
but the Vatican is a government. Is the government over? It governs over the Catholic
Mhm.
diocese,
In
just
Italy,
like our
yes.
government governs over the United States. And I don't know, what do you call that in Canada? I don't know.
Same thing.
Okay, so yeah, so they're not doing anything. The Vatican's not doing anything any different than the U.S. Congress here.
No,
know.
definitely not.
No, no.
I just
So-
think, well, I just think I'm more spiritualistic as a Catholic person that was baptized Catholic. I'm more spiritualistic than religious, and that's the way I will carry
Right.
myself.
I'm just
True.
saying we're
Yeah.
spoon-fed information, by the religions just as much as we are by the governments, if they're, and maybe not like smaller religions. Like, I don't know if Anglicans and Protestants have gotten together with, the Catholics and are behind closed doors being like, oh yeah, we gotta keep that one from them, but we can show them this. Like, that's probably not happening, but
So
there's
Bernadette
a
said
level of that.
she studies under faith of Johnny Deppis.
This is true. She's a true worshiper.
Is that's why she
That's to her worship.
that's why she's friends with Brendan, because he looks Johnny Depp lookalike?
Oh gosh, I'm more Cheech and Chong.
I think that's it. I mean, you saw what Bernadette has on her wall behind her when she's on stream, right?
Those are all pictures of Brandon, aren't they?
Brandon wishes.
The
But,
Mexican Johnny Depp.
Bernadette indoctrinated me.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
I have one more question. Okay, so we're gonna get back into the aliens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
So the question is, when they do make the first contact and they contact you first, right? And they say like, hey, Jules, Brandon, Michael, I need you to take me to your leader. Who would you take them to?
Louis Lecca.
Louis Lecca. That's a good one.
Louis Lecca of Nerd Report. Yeah. Yeah. That's
what
what?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Michael. Your turn.
I was going to ask, what are the parameters of it? Like, I'm
She
sorry,
didn't
I'm just
say-
difficult,
she didn't
but
Okay,
say
so
parameters.
would you-
She just
would
said
you-
no.
Right? So
Good
would
question.
you take them to like a friend, or so would you take them to White House? Would you take them to governor's office? Would you take them to scientists? Because personally, I would take them to a scientist instead of to the White House.
I
Because
wouldn't listen to a scientist.
I would take them to like astrophysicists or scientists, because they'll be able to understand a lot more. Because if you go to White House, then it's going to get like 100% behind closed doors, and that's it. no more contact, right? But a scientist, at least, are going to be a lot open to share.
Honestly,
Are you sure about that, or are they more open to do experiments on them?
Well, they would be more open to maybe do experiments, but maybe they can collaborate together. Like, I think they'll be a little bit more open-minded than the government.
If you were taken by an alien and brought back to wherever they come from,
Oh, don't bring me back. Just keep me there.
No, but see, in these parameters, we would have to have the technology to travel to another.
You would be okay for them to perform experiments on you?
Well,
Because I would ask.
Yeah, I would ask, like, what kind of experiments? I'll just tell you. What do you want to know? Because we have so many experiments already been done on planet Earth. You know, we have, like, effects of radiation on a human body. Would you need that? Because we can bring that report to you. Or any other, like, toxicology reports. Do you want that too? Because time travel.
I just would be fearful if if aliens came here in peace. I'm sorry, I would not want to put them in a position of being experimented on.
Well, I agree. I was going to say if aliens were, to come here, first off, if they're advanced enough to fly through space billions of light years or millions of light years, depending where they're coming from, and come to Earth, they probably are able to do experiments without, those uncomfortable probes that everybody says happens from aliens. Okay. And second, I would, because I know how human beings are, I would just say, you know what? We don't have a leader for the whole planet. We don't agree very much, but how about let's make this as public as possible? If you come to my office, I'll just throw on fucking YouTube and we'll live broadcast it everywhere so that there's no secrets from anybody. Everybody knows.
Anyone believe you?
Well, if I take them to let's say I go to like Prime Minister because I'm in Canada, they're just going to keep it a secret and they're going to tell nobody. And then my life is in danger because I know this secret and I have zero power over anything. Mm-hmm. So the best thing for me is probably to just go 100% public and be like, hey, I have this alien, believe it or if you want or not, but whatever. And then all the media come running right at that exact time. I'm no fan of the media, but if they come running, it's public. And then I can just wash my hands of it and I'm done. I did my business. Everybody knows. Now let's decide as a human race what we do with it instead of just going to like the president or the prime minister or
what
whoever.
I'd ask them, Michael, is if I was alive, if they came here into my current future or present and they had offered the opportunity to go back into time and they can time travel, I would be like, can you put me alive when Bob Marley, John Lennon and all these people walked the earth back then, before my time, because that would have been awesome just to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back in time, but what I would like, if they are as advanced as we think that they are, I wonder if they have a cure for cancer.
Oh yes, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
That's the gift of gifts.
Kat said, I'll give them a random address. And then Bernadette said, if you're going to probe me, buy me dinner first. Theory on what's going on airplanes. There are 2 different videos where people were so terrified about whatever they saw weeks apart. Wait. I haven't. Going on? Yeah, have you heard this theories? What's going on airplanes? 2 different videos.
Well, I don't know if they're making reference to what happened a few weeks ago with some woman on an airplane that went absolutely berserk, and she swore that the person that was sitting near her was a shapeshifter and this, that, and the other thing. And
it's a reptilian man.
Cute doggies.
Take off, and she got off the plane, and she even left her bags and everything on the plane. And apparently, a rumor has it that no one has ever heard from her again. And somebody else there was a lot of videos being taken on that flight, and one of them, like I don't know if this video was tampered with or what, but it was a guy in a hoodie, and this is the person that she was claiming was not real. But it showed where, how we blink this way?
Mm-hmm.
He
They were
blinked
like,
this way.
Oh,
One eye blinked that way.
lizard people. It's lizard people. Lizard
I
people.
don't know.
So this is Pocket Puppy.
oh,
He's
pocket puppy.
beautiful.
Yeah,
He's
so
cutie.
yeah,
Papillon?
so- huh?
Does he have papillon in him?
No, she's a long hair chihuahua, long hair
Oh,
Mm.
tiny chihuahua. So she's her name is Starlight, but we call her Pocket Puppy and kind of got stuck.
she
I
looks
love
like
chihuahuas. They're so fun.
back
They're so
there.
full of character.
All right, she just came to say hi. So, Kat, it's not too late to join in. I just put in a StreamYard. Kat is really funny. So I just put the StreamYard link over here. So, and where's Hazmat?
That's my little baby that I lost last year.
Cute. I'm so sorry.
Papillon. She's Papillon and Chihuahua.
Oh. So Hazmat was over here, but I think he just went off somewhere else.
But I don't know if that's what what did they say? No, this was
Wait,
an
Nikki
English
said-
guy, blonde guy freaked out. Nikki, I didn't hear about that one. No.
Huh.
Get on this panel and tell us the story.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I saw that one girl. She was like, I don't know who the F is that guy. And I was flying the same day, and I was like, I hope I do not run into this person at the airport.
Yeah, it's see, I told you we all live in simulation. We're all living in simulation. There are so many little things that are happening, or maybe I'm just losing my mind. Sometimes, like I see a girl on a bicycle with a black doggy in a backpack. Sometimes I see one with a brown one.
Wouldn't you like to be on an airplane and see a gremlin on the wing?
No, that's
That was
Poltergeist,
the-
right?
Wasn't that the Twilight episode?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's Twilight
Yeah.
Zone.
Yeah.
Okay, so another, let's see, because I've written down some of the discussion points of here. Okay, alien abductions and the human psyche. Explore the psychological and sociological aspects of alien abduction. Okay, so basically, if you were abducted, like for example, if I got abducted, because I'm extremely curious person. I want to know. Hold on, just 1 second. Everybody, give it up for Catacopolis.
Hello.
Catacopolis.
It's been a while. How's everyone doing?
Good. She's amazing. She hasn't
Nice
streamed
to
in a
meet
while,
you.
but welcome back. Welcome back. And give it up. Just put a little purple hearts in the chat for our cats, and welcome back to the show. Okay, so my mind is extremely curious. So if I get abducted, I would be that annoying person to them, and they'll be like, "No, just take her back," because I'll be like, "Oh, what's that? What is that? What is this? What is that? Like, how does this work?" And then like, "What is this room? So can I touch this?
I would be like that
What is that
too.
button? Take her
That's
back."
the mood. I thoroughly fill my silence with random noises, and I don't think they would appreciate it.
So, Kat, these are hearts all for you.
Yay! I love little hearts.
Yeah. So, Jules.
I would be like you. I am naturally inquisitive. So I would be asking, and I'm also very touchy-feely. So I would be like you. I would be touching everything and feeling everything and asking like questions that are out of this world.
Mhm.
No pun intended.
I was gonna say they're perfectly qualified to answer those.
Exactly. And they would probably ship me back and say, this lady is like much,
So let's partner up, Jules. And we're gonna take Lisa Boo with us too, because she would ask so many questions.
Yeah, see that?
Okay, so Brendan.
If I was abducted, I think they would send me back right away, because I'd be too loud and too touchy feely for everything.
I hope if you get abducted, they keep you.
You think they would?
I hope they would.
But I don't think they would. I mean,
you
because
wanna
I'm
come
too
back?
much for this earth. Maybe.
Would you want to come back?
I don't know. I think I would stay.
It depends. I mean, that's a very interesting concept because the world as we know it here totally sucks. And if they can
I didn't say that.
they can offer me something better, why not stay?
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I am a Hellraiser. Somebody else is a Hellraiser in the comment from their name, I guess. But
Okay.
yes, I would be somebody that they would be like, I don't know if we want to keep you or we just want to set you.
Hellraiser, that was an interesting comment. I remember that
Mhm.
episode.
Yeah, it was so Nikki said my mom used to say they would return me ASAP. What about you, Kat?
I think so I'm not a touchy-feely person. Like, I wouldn't be all up in their business, but I'm a very big question asker, so I do think I would annoy the crap out of them and they would send me back. Or they'd have to put me on a leash for doing weird shit. So
Same.
I also, this wasn't intended because I wearing an alien shirt right now.
Oh, nice!
It's an
Yes,
alien mushroom.
But
represent.
I couldn't miss this opportunity because my whole channel is Victorian aliens. It's my whole special effects thing. It's aliens, so I
Mhm.
had to. Couldn't miss this one.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Kat.
If you had the opportunity, Kat, to stay, would you stay with them?
Oh, absolutely. I live in America and I can barely afford groceries. They announced aliens and everyone here was like, are they going to pay our bills? Are they going to fix everything? I don't care. What am I doing with that information? But
That's true. Michael?
I'm fine.
Michael, what about you?
Would I go with the aliens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I think curiosity killed the cat. So let's see what happens. I guess
But
Yeah.
how would you, if you went, if you had an opportunity to be taken by the aliens when you got to wherever they took you, what would you do?
I don't even know if I could answer that. I'd have to cross that bridge when I get there. Like figuratively and literally. Like once
Hey,
you get
Michael,
there,
I think
you
you
don't
and
know what
I
you're dealing
would
with.
say hi to each other. Be like, hey, dude, what's up?
Like just,
Yeah, we'll
just
be
from
meet-
the bedsides, right? All the probes and everything. We'll
Yeah.
be like, yay!
we'll be meeting up. When one of us gets picked up, we'll be like, hey, can you go pick up my bro over here?
Right?
I'm
So
gonna
have
find
you-
the. Oh, sorry.
Have you guys seen the Hitchhiker's Guide Across Galaxy?
Yeah.
No.
Always
No.
rule number
I
one:
love-
bring a towel.
Yep. Bring a towel, and then answer to ultimate answer of the universe is 42.
42.
So it's the guy. The movie is great. I think I've seen it like way too many times. So it's the basically all the dolphins starts leaving the Earth, right? They start like going from the oceans and like bye, and this guy comes in. He's he's saving this other guy that his house is about to get destroyed, and he's like, oh, don't worry about your house, don't worry about your house. Their whole Earth is going to be destroyed. So he's like, just bring a towel. So he's in a robe with a towel, and then gets beamed up into the spaceship. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And basically, it's a guide. It's a guide like, what do you do in a galaxy?
Is that the one where they pick up the ghost? Not the ghost, but the alien on hitchhiking journey?
Yeah,
That's the one, right?
yeah, great movie.
Yeah, it's funny. Simon Pegg.
Another comedy?
Okay,
Was it-
so go ahead.
Was it a comedy?
Yeah, it's great watch. Okay,
You
so
please.
hey, how do astronauts serve their meals?
They out of Frankie, out of a bag, isn't it?
On flying saucers.
I thought that was
a
a
literal
serious
answer.
question.
We're
started with
overdue.
that.
We're overdue for a dead joke.
I am from Space City, you know.
Space
NASA.
City?
Houston, we have a problem. I'm
Oh,
from
yeah.
Houston. Yeah.
Nice.
So, I think if we do have contact, Houston will be a cool place for it.
Okay. Houston? What other place do you think is going to be a pretty neat place to
Well,
have
Cape
tech?
Canaveral?
The Grand Canyon, they can hide their ships in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, it's a deep.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
deep.
that's where Bigfoot is.
I think the aliens could hold up against Bigfoot.
Ah,
What if the
They-
Bigfoot is an alien?
they might not want to step on each other's toes.
That's true. Michael, what if Bigfoot is the alien?
What if Yeti is the
Yeah.
alien too?
Ooh.
What if we're all aliens and we're just entertaining y'all?
I think that I don't know. Oh my goodness! Someone keeps calling me on Discord. I'm gonna ignore him. Okay. Anyway, I think aliens, like my little theory, is probably already a theory. I think aliens came, did some really gross stuff with some apes, and that's why we're here. And I almost went specifically thinking along the lines of like maybe specific races, because some races have a superiority complex, and I was like, aliens, if you're intelligent, then like, you know, but then I don't know enough about history to like confirm that. So
Like, what kind of stuff did they do to these apes, though? Like,
I
butt
said
stuff?
that
I don't know
earlier.
if YouTube would appreciate me saying what they did with the apes, but that's my own personal theory. Because, like, I'm really pale and I can't be outside for 5 minutes. And I was like, why? My ancestors had to come from outer space or under the ground. There's no reason to be this pale. I'm
So,
translucent.
What do you think about dinosaurs then, Kat?
You know,
Ooh, what if dinosaurs are actually original beings and they came and
And
dropped
we're the
us here because they're like, oh, well, this planet is not occupied anymore because after the whole meteorite and everything. So
what
they're
if
like,
the
hey,
aliens nuked the planet with the meteorite?
oh, that's a great theory.
They're like, we need this planet. It has resources. They're gone. Maybe the Bible. I'm not religious at all, so I'm sorry if this is offensive at all. Maybe the dinosaurs were gods, people. maybe God's
Right.
like a T-Rex or something. I don't know. But it'd be pretty funny to think that the aliens like nuked us
No.
just solely for
Yeah.
the resources.
I go along with that
Fossil
because
fuel.
if you go down the religious road, and you're taught, I was born and raised Catholic, but I'm no longer a practicing Catholic. But if you go along that line of thinking, they say God created Adam and Eve, right? This is where we're all supposed to be descendants of. Well, I have a real problem with that theory. They had how many kids, and then how did reproduce? Don't even get me going down that road because it's a really bad path. Okay.
Well, there were other humans too, but I do like what On the Sideline said. The oceans seem like a great hiding place. Wish we knew more about our oceans. That's pretty an interesting thought because
Yeah, I saw that.
we do actually know more about space than we do know about our own ocean,
Exactly.
That's
which is
true.
insane.
Well, it's because of the gravitational. We can't
Yeah.
really go down there, and we don't have enough probes or telescope to actually go look at the deepest part of the oceans.
Yeah, you just
The
heard what
ocean
Ocean
too.
Gate happened, right? Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate.
And maybe that's where they've been hiding all this time.
Could be.
Well, crocodiles and
blobfish.
alligators are pretty much dinosaurs. That's what they say.
The sleek shape of UFOs would work in the water very well.
That's
Very-
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's-
that's hypothetically speaking. Maybe I don't know, because like obviously we don't know much about the ocean because it's heavy. It's a heavy there's a lot of pressure. So like maybe they have it structurally figured out that like they can't crush it under all the weight. But also I feel like it would have to be more narrow. So maybe not. I don't know.
Okay.
But
Ignore
also
me. I'm
their
on my own little
materials, but the materials of their craft is far more superior than what we have here.
Yeah, because you have to enter the atmosphere.
Maybe it could
right?
withstand that pressure.
unless they're
and
not in the atmosphere and they live in our waters. Maybe they're just mermaids.
Andrew Lane is watching from Twitch. Hey, he say, I just don't think they have that we have anything they need. Very
No,
true.
not anymore. That's why we're trying to go
Very
to a
true.
new planet to live.
Yeah. We don't.
And so this right here in the War of the Worlds, the surface from ground and sea. Have you heard of the hollow Earth theory?
No.
Yes.
So the hollow Earth theory is basically on the inside of the Earth, there's a civilization itself,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
And we live
Crust.
on the crust, but the ancient civilization is on the inside of the Earth, and eventually they'll just crawl out and take over the outside because they, after the asteroid and after all this, like the Earth became uninhabitable, so they just went all the way in ground, and they're waiting for centuries and centuries for the Earth to be habitable. But since we're killing the Earth right now, so they're gonna start making themselves known. So that's
Have you
part of
heard
the
of
theory.
G.E. Kincaid and the way the was the Smithsonian? They threw out his records. They found he found a cavern across the Colorado River, which is within side of Grand Canyon, and they threw out all his records into the waters because it was supposed to blow people's minds and say like, oh, this is ridiculous. And there's a guy, his name is G.E. Kincaid, and
Kincaid.
mhm. And he found like pretty much an Egyptian or something kind of tunnel here in America. I guess when Pangea split, whenever they said there was Pangea, and the Earth split. And that's interesting, but that's
I just looked it up.
There's also the city of Atlantis. Maybe they're underwater. Maybe that's what the aliens are.
Okay.
Atlanteans.
The
I don't
Atlanteans.
know. Maybe we broke something here.
Atlanteans. Oh, so there's another one. There's another theory where the Earthlings, or not the Earthlings, but humanoids, they came to this planet. That's the ancient aliens theory, right? So they came to this planet, and they needed to create a worker bees. They needed to create a worker bees who can utilize their refueling stations and everything, because we were the refueling points in between other galaxies, right?
Mhm.
So they created the worker bees. Basically, they created these kind of humanoids, maybe a mixture of alien DNA and monkey DNA, right? Like we were talking about earlier. And they thought those worker bees are just going to be so stupid. They're just going to train them what they need to do. And they realized that the worker bees are start colonizing and start unionizing and say demanding rights and everything else. So they're like, oh, wait, nope. The planet Earth is untouchable right now, so we're just going to leave. We did a big virus. We threw a big virus on this Earth, so we're just going to leave and see how it works out. So we're basically the virus.
I like that. And
guys
boy,
think
are we spreading disease quick, right?
I wouldn't blame them to turn around and be like, no, we'll see them in maybe another 1,000 years.
So one sidelines said, I feel there could be a little truth to so many of these theories. It could be, or it could be not. Or could be
The
just
sad
theories.
part is I don't think I'm gonna see the truth in my lifetime.
Do you think so though? Because look, within all of our lifetimes right now, we have seen different wars. We've seen different devastation. We went through pandemic, right? Now the government comes out saying the aliens are somewhat real. Well, not the aliens, but those flying objects are real. We also went from having just a dial-up phone to a mini computers in our hands. So we're evolving so rapidly and so fast with the help of technology. So you never know. Maybe within our lifetime, we'll be able to see
Your
something crazy.
lifetime. Yeah,
Well,
your lifetime.
Your
probably.
lifetime as well. You're not old.
Well,
Okay, so Hellraiser said, I just want to know what's hiding in Area 51 and when will government let us know what's going on? My question. Yeah, I think everybody kind of want to know, right?
Didn't they say there was a clear carriage with a brown or like a black or gray sphere or cube inside?
A round clear sphere with black cubes on the inside.
That sounds futuristic. It sounds
Yeah.
very like Kanye West, easy in my mind.
True. Hey, I opened my Discord, so anybody, you guys are welcome to join my Discord. We're trying to do some fun stuff over there, and then put up like a little bit more games and everything. So we have a small community, but it's a good supportive community. And the link is going to be open for 24 hours after that is done. So you're more than welcome to. Okay, so one more question out there, right? If there was interstellar travel, how do you think it would happen? Because right now with our technology, it's going to take us years to get to Mars, right? But there's like a really fast interstellar travel. How do you think your theory is on that travel and how they do it? Okay, so go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like the answer is pretty obvious, but I would like to just put it out there: space trains.
Space train.
I want to see a space train. Could you imagine how cool it would look? It just looks like a steam train, but all like alien sci-fi, like xenomorphed out. It'd be beautiful. And they just make it like spit out something just so it's there, but it's not necessary. It'll be fully electric. But that's what I would like to see.
What about space cruise ship? Like in that Wall-E, where they just put a whole bunch of like humans in space cruise ship, and then they're like exploded because they got all so lazy. But or Orville, have you seen Orville? It's hilarious.
That's a great show.
It's about
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth is
space
great.
cruise ship. Or they're the space train, space cruise ship. What else?
Oh shoot, we're not even to the point where we're on the Uber tunnel, whatever, with the super, trains that go from like London to England or New York to San Francisco. We haven't even got there yet, you know?
Okay.
It's okay, that's after we go to space with trains. So it's easier. The ocean's not there.
Also, just quickly, that Area 51 thing, I think like anything substantial is probably not even there anymore. You know, they probably moved that was like in the 50s. That shit's gone. You know, probably half of our technology now is based on crap that they discovered off of that.
Yeah, and then it's probably like all the way in the ground somewhere, because they've been known to build like cities in the ground, right?
Or it's disassembled and spread out between a whole bunch of different like locations and stuff for specialists in different areas and different fields to try to decipher the technology.
We'll just have to wait for. Oh, sorry. We'll just have
it's
to
fine, go
wait for all the like nuclear, those people, those places with the jaggedy little scary architecture or whatever. We just gotta wait for the radiation to go. That's probably where it would be buried, if anywhere, because you can't touch it.
Uh-huh.
So
So how do you think astronauts keeping their pants up with asteroid belts?
a sloth?
Oh God, I can't.
Come on, it was the time for a dad joke.
Fill
Okay,
us in, Jules. Give us a rant.
so
I have
Go ahead.
nothing to worry about.
you sure?
I really don't.
See, this is a nice, fun ambience, right? We're theorizing, we're having a lot of fun, and then I think it's time for a raffle. What do you guys think? Would
Can I
you
ask
raffle?
you a quick question,
Are the
Xanamayx?
panelists allowed? Are the panelists allowed?
Yes, the panelists are allowed to be part of the raffle. Okay.
You
Can I
know,
ask
this
you a
is
quick
something-
question, Xanamayx?
Yeah,
What's your background?
my background, I'm from planet Earth, and I come in peace.
I was just wondering about your accent, if it was French.
No, I'm Ukrainian.
I can't.
Yeah, see?
I'm
From
so
planet
weird.
Earth.
I can do the other finger, the hand. I'm be like, whoa.
Woo! Jules.
Can you do it, Jules?
Oh man, you and Lewis will. That would be Lewis Mecca from Nerd Report.
Lewis.
This is the one for Jules.
You and Lewis
Whatever.
would be best friends because he could just go ahead. The only way I could do it is, you did that too?
If Lewis
The only way I
brought,
could do that is I've got to go like this. I have
If
to
the-
force.
if
I
the
have to
aliens
force
came
it.
here, I would
I
say
can't.
it would be like, take me to your leader. I'd be like,
Oh,
Lewis, let go.
Okay, let's do a raffle. Okay, hold
Okay.
on a second. We have a Bernadette. Why do aliens not eat clowns? Go ahead, Bernadette. Why? Because they laugh too much?
Because they taste like Brandon.
And how would Bernadette know that?
I don't know. Okay, so whoever wants to participate in a raffle, last time we had Lisa Boo. She won, and she's getting some Xanamayx merch coming her way and everything. So the rules about the raffle: you put one purple heart into the chat. The panel, if they want to be on a raffle, you just let me know. You don't have to put a purple heart. So one purple heart in the chat, just one. And previous winners cannot play again until like maybe next month. And so also I'll send out my email. You can email me wherever it needs to be sent, and it's going to be 100% private, right? Okay. One. Brendan, one.
100% want to be in
One.
there.
That's the rule. One purple heart.
Oh, one. Okay.
Okay, so
Bunch.
okay, as I'm writing all these names down, you guys discuss what food you will take an alien to taste.
Pizza, but without pineapple.
Why?
Like a real authentic pizza.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a
So-
hot dog.
You're gonna give him a hot dog?
Yeah, I was just gonna give him a hot dog.
Oh, I will give him spam.
But wait. Let's go back to Kat on the hot dog. What brand hot dog would you do?
Ballpark. There's no other one. The
Right.
bun size ones. You put a little bit of mustard on it. That's all I'm gonna give him.
No,
And a great
I'm
value
all-
bun. Gonna get the American experience.
I can do that.
Frank's hot dog.
I was sure. Okay, so spam. Xanamayx says spam. I could get down with spam as long as it's fried and like charred on both sides.
No, you gotta go army style.
Oh no!
You gotta eat it raw.
No. Oh, gross! That would make me vomit. No.
You know, Jules never had a enchilada until 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Enchiladas are amazing.
I love enchiladas. Well, I also live in California, so we have a lot of like a really good Mexican food over here.
Yeah. I was like, you never had an enchilada in your life?
No. Why do
I
you have to
changed my
keep making
mind.
fun of me about that?
Huh?
Why do you have to keep making fun of me about me never having enchiladas.
No, I'm glad you had it now, because they were good, and you were.
Enchiladas are really good. Did you enjoy them, Jules?
Very much so. It's like I want to do it again.
I changed my food option.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, so back home, there was something called a Route 30 burger at a gas station. It was up to 3 cheeseburgers between 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. I would just like to see one struggle a little bit. I was just like, let me know how your bowel movement is after, sweetie. You're not gonna have put extra cheese on it.
Cat, where's back home? Where's back home?
Pennsylvania.
Nice.
I'm formerly your neighbor. I'm originally from Jersey, born and raised, and that sounds really interesting to me. I would give it a go.
Oh, you gotta go to
Okay.
the eastern side. The western side is lame. There's nothing over here. It sucks.
I don't think you want to know the inside joke about goat sausage.
Close to
Sausage.
Philly? Close to Philly?
No, closer to Maryland. I was on one of
Okay.
those bottom.
All right, South Pennsylvania. Okay.
So that we're banned.
Okay, so let's see. Why do aliens not eat clowns? Because they taste funny. Love it. Right? Anyways. Okay, so I have Bernadette, Missy, One Sidelines, Hellraiser, Bunda. Let's see. Why do I? Okay.
Bunda
Cheddar
still-
Shells.
Bunda's up in here.
Is he
Brent-
still? He's been awfully quiet.
Let's see, Brendan, Antimatter, Cats, Michael, Jules, and Nikki. Am I missing anybody else?
Do you have Missy unidentified?
Yeah, I have Missy.
Okay.
Let's see.
Graffiti
Left.
removal.
Nikki O'Shea
Who?
hasn't had an enchilada
Gra-
either.
Graffiti.
removal expert. They're your mod.
Okay.
Cheddar Chells.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Got
my
that?
bestie. I dragged her
Nice.
here.
Nice.
Same with Animatter. Brought them both.
Hey, thank you. Hey, Cats, can you put your channel on private chat so I can advertise it? And Jules, your TikTok as well, because we all support creators.
Okay,
And-
I'm dropping my TikTok. I'm dropping my TikTok.
Okay.
Oh, or dropping info.
Yeah, yeah.
My
Dropping
brain
info.
No, that's the one thing I need to delete that. Sorry. Woohoo.
So, Kat,
Woohoo.
you put your in a private chat that in here I can drop it in the comment for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it because I almost just
I don't have channels.
All right. So I think their other suggestion was for the next live like this, like a little bit of panelists, is ghosts. Ghosts and huntings, right? And we can talk about the different theories out there, and then if anybody has stories.
I
Are
got
you super into that, Xaname?
Hmm?
Are you super into that? I'm sorry,
Oh
Michael.
yeah, of course I am.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm so
interesting.
sorry. Where am I putting this information?
Wait,
my
Did Michael
info?
fell off? Oh, private chat.
okay.
On a StreamYard, you go into the private chat.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
My bad. My
No
brain's
worries.
a little dumb.
No worries. No worries. Okay, Let's see.
I don't know how to do it.
I got it.
We love you, Jules.
Oh, shut up.
So,
Jules and
yeah,
I
we
have
can.
Why is
We
it
can
that
go-
I can't? Why can't I?
Here you go, everybody. Go and check out Kat's stuff. She's pretty awesome. She's funny. So she plays a lot of video games, and then a lot of spooky video games, and then some of the
subscribed to
garbage
her.
coming around is pretty funny.
Heck yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so next one, ghosts. I'm gonna do ghosts. Did Michael fill off our panel?
I think maybe so.
Okay. No worries, no worries. So we got everybody else, all of the little people in a basket, right? Little people in a basket. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? It's ready to rumble. Oops, there's
Oh,
some
so
people
you dropped some.
falling out. Look.
They're disqualified. Throw them away.
All right, let's
Guys
see.
lost the raffle.
Thank
Thank you, Lisa Boo. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Lisa Boo's great.
Let's see. Let's get the music up going. People baskets. Get the raffle going. Woo! Let's check one out, right? See? Be fair and stuff. Okay, so who do we have? And we have Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, that's great.
Hellraiser. Woo! Congratulations.
Am I in the basket?
You're in a basket. You're in a basket. Okay. So let's see. Hellraiser, if you still here, Hellraiser, drop a heart. Make yourself know. If you're not, yes. Okay. You're still here. Okay, wear it proudly. So email me whatever it needs to be. This is my email.
Well, I'm super happy for Hellraiser. They said they never won anything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now you're a winner.
There you go. So email me, and then we'll do a little interaction too. So basically, tell me the address. It's going to be 100% safe. I will never release the address anywhere else. And towards the end, what we're going to do, we'll compile all the winners, and with an outro, we'll have like winners' pictures if they want to be over there, and then we'll have the winners' names scrolling down, and also the members' names scrolling down. So I'm working on that little video, but it's going to be a little bit later. So, woo! I'm going to put this in the other basket.
Hellraiser. Yeah.
Congratulations. All right, so I want to thank you so much. I don't like doing very, very long lives, maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I know it's like really long, but usually when I'm by myself, I do like 1 hour lives. And I appreciate you guys so much for coming out here and like actually carrying on the really good conversation about aliens. Woo, aliens.
Well, thank you for
I can
having
only do
me.
one hand.
Thank you for having me. And
yeah.
it was a pleasure seeing you on Nerd Report today. You come by and, anytime. You're
Thank
always
you.
welcome to jump on the panel.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for
And then-
being there for Nerd Report.
and
I'm
then-
a Nerd Report trooper.
If you guys want to stick around after the live stream, we can chit chat over here for a little bit too. Because I'm gonna stick around as in like on stream right here and stuff. So thank you guys so much. And everybody have a great night. Come on, aliens, peace out.
Come on, guys.
You